Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. As you probably guessed from the title, today I'm going to be talking about kickback variations and including these as part of a well-rounded program can really help with glute development. The kickback works all of the glute muscles, so your glutes are made up of three muscles, so the gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius and the gluteus minimus. The glutes are the biggest muscle in the body, they are the absolute powerhouse. You know, obviously the whole like having the big booty thing is desired by many women, but from a health and strength perspective, the glutes really help to keep the body nice and strong. You know, they're used for walking, running, just day-to-day movement. As I say, they're the biggest muscle group in the body, so it's really important that you keep them nice and strong. If you suffer from knee pain and back pain, or if you've had any of these operations yourself, you'll often find the rehabilitation is glute work, because getting your glutes strong will help support your knees and your back alongside other things, but it is a really important one for optimal functioning of the body, not just for the aesthetic side too. So as I say, as part of a well-rounded program, there's different exercises that are good for the glutes, also that'll work right for you specifically. Different people's anatomy, body type will find, obviously genetics and stuff, will find that certain exercises work better. However, the kickback will work all three parts of the overall glutes, and there's three different variations that I would definitely suggest to include. Not necessarily in 1 month, you could focus on one for 1 month or 2 months and then switch to another variation. I'm actually including all three variations in this month. I've got a bit of a kickback focus. So I'm going to talk you through each different one, show you form, talk over all the form tips and cues, and just some things to think about to really help you get the most out of this exercise. As I say, it can be really beneficial as part of a well-rounded program, and in the kickback you're getting that lengthening of the glutes, but you're also getting the shortening when you kick back, which is really important. As I say, as part of a well-rounded program, you'll have exercises that lengthen the glutes, like squats, lunges, RDL, but then also exercises that will shorten the glutes, like hip thrusts, glute bridges, hyperextensions. So it's important that you get all that variation, but also getting the side booty, so the medius and the minimus, which the kickbacks can also target as well, just with the different directions that I'm going to show you today. So as I say, I'm going to go through the three variations of the straight kickback, the diagonal kickback, and then the side kickback, to show you all different angles, which again is going to target every single muscle in the glutes. So let's get going. So first things first is the setup is obviously very important. So with the way that my cable machine is in the gym, it's a little bit higher up, it doesn't come as far down, so I have a little step there to make sure that I'm at the right height. So I'll stand on the box. You could also stand on a plate, or even, Wesley's joining in, obviously, and have your foot go off to the side. For my height, this is actually okay that my working leg, or the leg that's kicking back, isn't going to hit the box. If you find that your foot's hitting the floor, hitting the box, standing on a plate or a small step where your foot goes off to the side can really help. So you can do this with a D-ring, which is like this one, and have your foot inside and push back on the D-ring, or get an ankle strap. If your gym doesn't have them, they're so cheap off Amazon. Before I had my own gym, would always have one in my gym bag, just in case. It saves you trailing around the gym, saves you a lot of time, and they're really cheap and really, like, probably more beneficial, I would say, for kickbacks, just for that extra support and going that bit heavier. I find with the D-ring I can't as much, and the rings that the ankle strap that I've got, you clip both the D-rings in, so the Velcro goes around, and then you clip the D-rings in. So when I go heavy, I was finding with the Velcro only, the Velcro was letting go. So it's quite a good one. Again, I can link it below on if you need us to. It's just from Amazon. Just typed in cable kickbacks ankle strap, and loads come up. So, focusing on form tips, I like to just hold on to the cable in front, obviously without impacting the actual cable. And you want your static leg a little bit further back. You're probably going to feel it a little bit in the static leg too. So it's not wrong to feel there, just so you know. You want your torso leaning slightly forwards. So you're going to pull back, so there's always tension on the cable. You don't want to be letting go right in. Always keep a little bit of tension, but making sure that this leg can come in front of the static leg. So for the just straight kick back variation, you want a slight bend in your knee, and you want to kick straight back. So a nice full range of motion coming in front of that static leg. Like so. So keeping it controlled when you come back, don't just let your foot swing back. You also don't want to be rocking like this, round in your back. Keeping your torso slightly forward, so that is going to help with more glute recruitment, stretching them right out. Keep everything still except that kickback leg, and also, like I say, just nice soft knees on both legs will really help. Obviously there's other variations like kneeling and stuff like that, but just to show you the standard version. So that's kicking straight back. That is working all three of the glute muscles. So on a diagonal, really similar, exactly the same setup and position, but you want to turn your toes slightly out. Turn your foot, I say that every time. My clients always laugh at us, turn your foot slightly out. And you're going to think about going on a diagonal. So same, leaning slightly forward, holding on for that support, and kicking back. So nice big full range of motion, letting that foot cross over in front of the static leg. Okay, and then you're coming up and squeezing out to the side. So exactly the same for that one. In terms of the abduction version, you're going to want to come to the side. I personally prefer to have the cable behind us. And again, making sure that you're back far enough to have enough tension. So I have the static leg in front of the cable. Again, just lean forward ever so slightly and just hold on. And then you're going to come just straight out to the side. You might not get as big of a range of motion with this one. Definitely can't go as heavy. I've got a little bit too heavy for that one on there, or just the right amount. So hopefully that helps anyway in explaining the form tips. Again, you just want to be keeping your body nice and still. You don't want to be lots of movement as you're kicking back, swinging back and forwards, like same with this one. You don't want to be doing all that. You want to keep everything nice and still, really brace your core. And that will really help as well. And just thinking about that mind-muscle connection. Obviously, you might not necessarily be able to do a really mega heavy weight, but thinking even you can add in like pauses at the top to really squeeze back. You can add in a little pulse even if you wanted to. You could really slow down that tempo to, progressively overload each week. You don't have to like absolutely pile on the weight because when you do that, again, you can lose that good form, you can lose that mind-muscle connection. You're just kind of thinking about pushing back, not actually really feeling it in the glutes. So just be mindful of that. I've done that in the past myself, that's why I'm saying it. I've went too heavy and I'm just not using the right muscles. For that, I can then start to feel it in my quads as I'm so quad dominant. And this is actually a really good one for me being quad dominant. I really do feel it in my glutes, but when I go too heavy with any exercise, I really then start to feel it in my quads because they take over. So just a few little things, little form tips to think about: leaning with your torso forward, brace that core and keep your body nice and tense and still. Like I say, you're going to feel it in the static leg too, and especially after you've done a set of kickbacks on that leg and swap over, you're definitely going to feel it. I mean, in terms of rep range, it depends what you're kind of wanting to aim towards, but just as a starting point, if you're unsure what to do, aim anywhere between 8 and 12 reps. Obviously, the weight would be relevant to that, and that's per leg. Your weight would be relevant to that. So, always just start with week 1 on any exercise, just with a slightly lighter weight, and increase up as a bit of a few warm-up sets until you get to a weight that's challenging, and then start your working sets. And then each week, as I say, you can slowly progress from there, either by adding a little bit of weight, adding in a few more reps. So, week 1, you could do 8 reps on each leg. Week 2, you could do the same weight and do 10 reps on each leg. Week 3, you could do 12 reps on each leg and keep the same weight. And then maybe week 4, start to implement a slightly higher weight. My cable machine's actually with the plates. And obviously, if you've got a stacked cable, you can just go up in small increments that way. just whatever's going to work for you. Like I said, just keep making sure you keep that good form, keep good mind-muscle connection, and really think about the muscles you're working. But definitely give this one a go. It's really good as part of well-rounded programming to shape your glutes and get that aesthetic side of things, but also helping to strengthen them as it works all three parts. So hopefully you found this helpful. Let us know below if you've got any questions on anything that I've went over, anything that I can help with, any other videos that you would like us to do. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.